So I won't go too much into detail in discussing some of potential missing chapters from human history.
Okay.
Because like that would require another day and another conversation.
Well, and I probably am not the right person to do that anyway. I don't know what I don't know.
Right. But do you think like when you sort of like get to learn about a lot of these theories or like counter narratives where we discuss, or where we wonder how things like the great pyramids of Egypt and many other Stonehenges and many other architectural marvels were built, when we sort of like we have an understanding that probably we were not as civilized as we are today. But if you think practically, even with the modern machinery, we may not be able to produce another pyramids of Giza, right? So what do you think, like in your practice or the sort of like your own quest to get to the core of some of the subjects? Do you believe that there were truly like some of these civilizations that surpassed our current progress?
I wouldn't think anyone surpassed, but I wouldn't put them on a kind of value ranking. I think that if you look at, for example, in this country, look at houses built 100 years ago. They don't need air conditioning, right? Thick walls, big eaves. They're designed for this extreme heat. The building we're sitting in now, without air conditioning, without carbon fuel, we would be dead, right? We could not survive in this building without air conditioning. We would, we've got a hermetically sealed building. We're not allowed to open the windows. Without AC, we simply would be too uncomfortable to stay here, and we might be a risk to our life. Traditional architecture in this country was designed, it emerged in this environment, and it was adjusted to the extreme heats that we see. If you see houses in the UK, old houses from 100 years ago, small rooms, fireplace in every room, it was designed for that cold and damp. Modern houses require a lot more energy input to keep them livable. So which is better, right? We have nice big rooms. We live in a lifestyle that the Mughal emperors could only dream of. Right? I've been to the kind of Lal Killa in Lahore, and I look around and I think, oh, it's spectacular. My flat's better. Yeah. Right? I live better than Akbar-e-Azam, right? There's no doubt in my mind I have more comfortable living circumstances than he did. But his place is much better suited for a world without gas and electricity.
All these facilities.
So which is better? I think it's not a matter of better, it's that we adapt to the environmental conditions in which we're in. We make use of the resources that we have. We have resources that the pyramid builders didn't have. You look at those old pyramids from Egypt or from South America or Central America, Mesoamerica, they're still standing. I bought a house in Britain, a new build house, and the cement that was used I could push a nail into this with my hand. That's how soft it was. And I complained about this to the builders, and he said, but this house won't last 50 years. It's designed for 50 years, and then you tear it down and you build a new one. Yeah. That's a very different way of thinking. Yeah. He's not thinking that he wants his house to be still here in 3,000 years. Yeah. That's not even in his imagination. He's thinking, no, you write it off after 50 years, wipe that one out, build a new one. Yeah. That's modern built environment. Yeah. The modern built environment is not designed to last thousands of years.
Yeah. So out of curiosity, I was like just checking that if pyramids are like 5,000 years old, so what exactly is going to last in the next 5,000 years? Then I thought about like some of the current infrastructures that we have, the man-made structures, and so I asked ChatGPT about it.
Okay.
And the answer I got was like the pyramids of Giza. They have lasted 5,000 years, and they are most likely going to last another 5,000 years. So yeah, I think like we haven't thought about like that long to build structures that can last that long.
Well, and it's not our goal, right? So this is the thing: is if you say to builders, if we were to say to, the government of Pakistan, build us a university in Islamabad, flagship university, not Qaid-e-Azam, which is built of concrete, which we know is going to collapse. It's fine, but it will not last 5,000 years. But if you say to them, we need a building that will still be here in 5,000 years, I think they could do it. But would they want to? What would be the incentive to build something that would last 5,000 years? If you're a pharaoh and you are trying to make a statement about your own divinity, then you are saying something. You have an entire state at your disposal to manifest your personal kind of belief that you are divine. Sure, that reinforces that state, empire, power. But in the absence of that, what is the incentive to build something that will last 5,000 years? Because I don't want to live in the pyramids. I liked my new build house. Okay, we didn't stay that long because I looked at it and thought, okay, 10 years in, that's enough. But still, I see the house that we're in now, the house that my wife and I have in London now, is about 100, 200 years old, right? And it's still solid. Today, there's no house built that will be here in 200 years because British builders simply don't build that way. It's too expensive. They could do it. They know how to do it. They won't do it because it would cut into their profit margins too much. So the incentive structure that we have is a much shorter horizon.